Have you ever had a dream that felt too real? A moment where you felt like you were floating, looking down at yourself from the corner of the room. For most of us, it's just a weird dream, something we shake off when we wake up. But for some, it's a reality. They call them out-of-body experiences, moments when consciousness seems to break free from the physical body, to travel, to explore, to see things it shouldn't be able to see. Today, we're going on a journey into that world. We're going to hear the stories of people who have gone on this journey, from terrifying encounters to spiritual awakenings. These accounts will make you question the very nature of reality. Our journey begins with someone who didn't just stumble into this world, but actively tried to break down the door. Inspired by declassified CIA documents, they started practicing every single day, trying to train their mind to stay awake even as their body fell asleep. For months, it was pure frustration. Imagine you're right on the edge of this incredible breakthrough, and then nothing. But then, one night, everything changed. While lying on their stomach, they suddenly felt hands, distinct, human-like hands, grab their ankles and start to pull. Their first thought, pure terror. They thought, this is it. Demons are finally here to take me away, and they fought it with everything they had. After talking to some more experienced people, they learned these might have been helpers, not something to fear. So they tried again, determined to push through the fear. The hands returned. This time they let go. They felt themselves being lifted, a sensation so bizarre it's hard to imagine. The fear was still there, and it snapped them right back into their body, but it was a victory. Shortly after, they had their first full, conscious projection. They felt a falling sensation in their mind, let go, and then they were floating. They woke up, not in their body, but floating towards their back door. The room had a strange, dark, bluish tint, and everything was completely silent. The most incredible part, their thoughts were instant. The moment they thought about banging on the door, it happened. But what's fascinating is that it doesn't always require such intense dedication. For others, the door simply swings open when they least expect it. One person who had recently reconnected with their spiritual side was just taking a nap after a long day. As they drifted off, their partner's voice, though in the same room, sounded distant, like it was underwater. A thick, energetic fog surrounded them. And then, with a sudden flash of insight, they just knew they were in their astral body. Their first thought was to connect with a spiritual guide they'd seen in a meditation. The moment the thought formed, their entire being was pulled backward through what felt like space and time. They found themselves looking out into the cosmos. Surrounded by breathtaking planets and star systems, feeling a sense of pure love and clarity. Instantly, they were transported to a realm of pure white light where the being was waiting, and they received answers not in words, but through a direct transfer of knowing. It's a beautiful thought, isn't it, that a higher state of consciousness is just a nap away. These stories are pretty wild, and it really makes you wonder what our minds are capable of. If you're enjoying this journey into the unknown, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. And if you want to hear more mind-bending stories like these, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It helps a ton. But I have to warn you, not all journeys beyond the body are filled with love and cosmic light. For some, sleep becomes a doorway to absolute terror. Imagine this. You wake up, but you can't move a muscle. You're completely frozen, but your mind is awake. And then your perspective shifts. You're no longer in your body. You're floating above it, looking down at yourself. As if that wasn't scary enough, a dark, shadowy figure begins to hover over your paralyzed body. The most horrifying part is the feeling of complete helplessness. You're screaming in your mind, trying to cry out, but your physical body won't respond. You are trapped, forced to watch this menacing figure loom over you. That darkness can take on many forms. For one person, it wasn't a shadowy figure, but a vast, empty void that awaited them during a near-death experience at 17. After being rushed to the hospital, they remember looking down at their own body, seeing the tubes and the medical chaos, but feeling detached. The world they entered was cold, dark, and seemingly infinite. There was no sound at all, except for the ones they made themselves, and even then, there were no echoes. They described the feeling as a complete and utter solitude, more alienating than being the last living thing on Earth. It was a void, devoid of any life, warmth, or hope. They remember just walking and screaming, wrapping their arms around themselves, trying to find some sense of comfort in the emptiness. It's a chilling reminder of how fragile we are. But these experiences aren't always so extreme. They aren't always about bliss or terror. Sometimes they're just plain strange. One man was meditating when he felt his point of view just float up and away. He found himself on the floor, watching his own body on the bed. But there was something else, their ball of light hovering above his physical form. From this strange perspective, he was able to have a conversation with himself, with the ball of light acting as a voice from his own consciousness. He could ask it questions and get answers, all while feeling like he was watching two separate people talk. The whole bizarre experience was cut short when his cat, completely unaware of the metaphysical event taking place, jumped on him. Just like that, he was snapped back into his body. So, from a dedicated practitioner to someone who stumbled upon the cosmos, from terrifying paralysis to a quiet conversation with consciousness. What does it all mean? Are they simply complex hallucinations? Or a glimpse into a reality beyond our physical senses? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. Until next time, stay curious.